Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be checking Forza Horizon 5 running on my PC. I'm running this game on my RTX 3060 based laptop with Ryzen 5600H, so that's 6-core 12-thread CPU and 16 gigabytes of RAM. So I want to make a comparison kind of video today, and this is not going to be a like side-by-side video. I want to show you how this game actually runs on my RTX 3060 laptop and how does it really stack up against Xbox Series X version. So without any further ado, let's first of all let's check the settings, because I think that's very important. Xbox Series X offers two modes, 4K 30 and dynamic 4K 60. So first off, let me show you this. This game is running at full 4K, no dynamic resolution scaling enabled, at least not right now. And we'll change the setting a little bit later. And so it's full 4K. When it comes to graphics, I'm running this at high settings. Pretty much everything is set to high, as you can see. So I think this is like a performance like settings on Xbox, right? And it's using dynamic resolution scaling. So yeah, the game for the most part on Xbox Series X runs at, well, 60, but it's not really full 4K. While on my PC, on my mobile computer, on my laptop, I'm running this at full 4K. So the image quality is very, very good, of course. So right now, this is a Hot Wheels DLC. So what I'll do right now, because this DLC may not be the most demanding, because yeah, you've got a lot of open spaces, but I think that environments in Mexico are way more demanding. Also, bear in mind that whatever frame rate you see in the left corner, you should really be adding like 3, 4, 5 frames per second depending on the load, because I'm running actually a software that actually captures the video on my PC, and that usually takes away like 3 to 5 frames per second on average, right? But even right now, as you can see, it's full 4K, high settings, and on RTX 3060 this game is running at 60 frames per second and above, right? So haven't really noticed any frame rate drops. So we'll see how performance is going to be like when we actually going to be in Mexico, so the base game. And as I said, the game I think is a little bit more demanding in Mexico, or maybe not, we'll see. So yeah, by the way, the game looks fantastic. On PC they added TAA, but TAA is not available in Xbox version, so I won't be turning it on. TAA makes the image quality look much better, I can tell you that. So that's great news. If you've got PC version, don't forget to turn on TAA. Right now I've got MSAA, and okay, so that's Mexico. And yeah, so far so good. It's 60 frames per second and more. We'll visit some other places just to check. Yeah, I mean, it's still running way above 60 frames per second, 75 frames per second now. So that's always good. Also, the pop-in is not as visible on PC as on Xbox, especially if you crank up the frame, some of the settings, if you run it at like extreme settings. But then I would recommend dropping the resolution a little bit. So yeah, let's go there. I think it's a coast or something, so there should be some nice vistas there. yeah, I mean, guys, like, look, 70, 75 frames per second pretty much all the time. Obviously, I'm running this with unlocked frame rate. Normally, I would just log the frame rate to 60 frames per second to get rid of screen tearing. I mean, there's not really much screen tearing over here right now, but yeah, it looks and runs much better when it's using VSync, right? So yeah, guys, this game is really performing very well. This is a really well optimized game for PC, and this is actually the main reason that I'm making this video, and I will make some more very soon as well, because I've got some other games I want to test on PC and compare it to Xbox, like Halo Infinite, for example. Halo Infinite is actually a little bit of a mess on PC, at least on my PC. So yeah, on Xbox it's much better experience. So there will be games that will run better on PC. There will be games that will run and look better on Xbox. Obviously, when it comes to comparing like my specs, my RTX 3060 to Xbox Series X, yeah, as you can see, it's not dropping below 60 frames per second. This is an 84K, no dynamic resolution scaling, nothing like that. So you know what? Let's actually make a quick experiment. I wonder if that's going to change anything. Graphics. No, it's over here. Resolution scaling. Quality. I wonder if that's going to change. Well, yeah. Now this game is running at like 90 frames per second, so that's even better. You know what? Let's try performance. Yeah, 100 frames per second almost. Yeah, 110 now. Yeah, so the game is running really well. It's and by the way, if you look at my GPU usage, it's not even using the GPU at like 100%. My CPU may be a little bit of a bottleneck, because usually Intel CPUs perform better in these games, especially at higher frame rates. So yeah. So generally speaking, if I were to compare which version is better, I would say that PC version is better, because obviously, as always on PC, you've got flexibility, so you can even crank up the the settings to like super ultra extreme settings, and the game will look even a little bit better, especially with TAA. So, but then again, you will need a little bit better GPU, or you will have to drop the resolution. For me, the perfect spot for this game is ultra settings, but at 1440p, and the game looks very nice. There's no shimmering, because TAA smooth out that kind of stuff. So and also, if you actually increase the settings above what's available on Xbox Series X even, there's less pop-in, right? So the game looks better, there's less pop-in, and I mean, the game is running at 60 frames per second on Xbox Series X, so performance-wise, that's not really much of a difference, because like if I lock, you know, like usually if I were to like play it properly, I would just turn on VSync for better, for like more stable frame rate, right? So like constantly changing frame rate is not always good, right? So that's why VSync is cool. And as you can see, like the GPU utilization dropped to like 60% now, right? So there's still some juice left there, right? If I had more VRAM, I could actually probably crank up the settings even to ultra, but I've got only 6 gigabytes of VRAM, so high settings is actually kind of maybe not max. I may actually do a video with like the best settings for this particular card, so if you ever want that, let me know. But yeah guys, so I think that's the video. This is all I really wanted to say, that you know, for this particular game, if you've got RTX 3060, whether that's mobile or desktop, so obviously the desktop GPU will offer you even like a better performance, around 15 to 20% more performance. So if you are on desktop with the RTX 3060, then you will have even better experience. So yeah, on PC this game is very well optimized. So if you've got a decent PC, play it on PC, right? That's my recommendation. If you've got a decent PC, of course, right? So guys, that's the video. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks for support. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.